All right, welcome back. This is the third stream in 72 hours, which is amazing for me. My name is Paul Webber. Hello, and a very warm welcome to the stream. This is Love Audio, where we teach the audio basics to yourself. If you are a beginner in audio production, you'd like to know the basics and like to have a fun, informative, and safe platform in which to do so, then you're in the right place. Basics, no, there's no join. It was amazing. Save. So I think we're back on. What the hell's going on? This is ridiculous. Ah, right. Okay. It's got us both in the window now. So maybe,
that's good.
Yeah. Maybe if I just go to there when you're on, and I'll just go to my main shot, or even go to that when I'm on. You know, could try that. That's you. There you go.
That's me. Hooray! Hello.
All right. Yeah. So we'll try that and see what happens. Anyway, so we'll motor on regardless. So anyway, going back to this thing that I was telling you about. I managed to get a cable because I'm thinking this must be so easy in my head, and I've watched tutorials about it and all that kind of stuff, and I'm thinking it's got to be easy. It's got to be easy. Why is it not easy? So I managed to sort out that it wasn't on mix 1. I've done away with that. So I decided to do a brand new mix 7 and 8. The reason for that is because the output jacks are they start at 7, 8. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10 as auxiliary outputs, right? So what I've done is I've created a mix channel that goes out of those two. I found a cable with 2 phonos on it and a mini jack. The mini jack goes in the back of the computer, right? Awful way round, yeah. I know, right? But I've done it. And I managed to find an adapter to the 1/4-inch jack. So phono to 1/4-inch jack, back of the mixer, out of there into the mini jack, into the computer. So now what you're hearing is mix 7 and 8. Job done.
Basically a mix minus then.
Yeah, precisely. Because you know the minus bit is this bit here. So if I put that up and you talk, you're going to get that echo again.
Hello.
I can't hear the echo, but you can.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring that down to just about there, just so that I can hear stuff when I play stuff back through the computer, through the Vmix connection. I can hear audio clips, you know, such as this kind of thing. But I've got to keep remembering to mute my microphone because I keep forgetting to do that on the mix minus on the actual mix itself. I keep forgetting to do it, so I must remember to press the mute button if I'm playing something that I don't want my voice to go over the top of. You know.
So your mix minus is just going to your video caller, but not as your main TX feed.
No, it's going to the TX feed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you haven't got a separate TX feed. You're using the aux send as a TX feed.
Well, this is the problem I was having. I couldn't get even my microphone to appear on the software anymore. After I'd messed around with it, after I'd reset the desk on Monday night, I couldn't get this microphone into the computer unless I plugged it directly into the computer via USB. But now it's on the desk. So,
well, that's really interesting because if you think about it, if your microphone is plugged into your desk, surely there should be a front of house USB mix that you could send to Vmix and then use the aux bus as a backup, loop back for the caller.
Yeah, I tried that.
Well, clean feed send rather.
Clean feed send. Yeah, I tried all of that. I tried a main mix out. From the tape out, which the tape out pulls directly from master left and right.
Yeah.
And I tried that, and I couldn't get anything through to Vmix. I could play stuff back from Vmix into the desk, and I could hear it in the headphones, but I could not for the life of me get anything from the desk back in. So I'm thinking, right, you so-and-so, I'm going to fix this if it kills me. And it did. I've been at it all day. No, I haven't. I've been
The old-fashioned way of a proper cable.
Well, yeah, literally a cable instead of trying to route it digitally, which is
You
what I was
spend all
trying to
that
do.
money on a digital desk that's supposed to have all these lovely fancy features, and it comes back down to an RCA to 3.5mm cable with some phono to RCA adapters.
Yeah. I mean, look at all the cables I got out this afternoon. It's just like, you know, just
You're like me.
I
got three flight cases full of them over there.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know, I got a tiny little XLR cable as well, which I tried, but didn't have an adapter for it. And then I tried this, believe it or not, is a
What's
mono,
that, XLR to jack?
Yeah, it's a booster. It's a mono jack to XLR female because I've lost the cable. So I was just so frustrated, Dan. I couldn't tell you. So finally, I managed to to do it. And you know, you're tell me what it sounds like.
It sounds good. Really nice.
Okay. Well,
nice and clear. No noise on the cable or anything. So
let me show you what I brought up in the previous stream. What I did was let's have a look here. It's universal control. Let me go to my desktop 1 second, and I'll keep your mic live while I do it. Let's do that, and then bring your microphone in so you can contribute. So, like we did last, do you remember what I showed you last time on the software on Monday? So this is the universal control, which is just fantastic piece of software, by the way. It shows you, look, input format 64. This is a 64 channel digital mixer. So it's not the 32 it says it is.
It's mad.
It's 64 because you've got double the capacity if you hook up a stage box AVB. Yeah, you can. It's just unlimited. The Presonus, they call it real estate. So the Presonus family of stuff that you can buy is just limitless. You know, if you're doing a stage show and anything like that, you can have stage boxes on the front. You have a snake going back, but it's not a snake anymore. You can do it down an Ethernet cable.
A piece of Cat5, yeah.
Cat5, yeah. It's just amazing. So anyway, so this is what I've come up with. So, and finally, now it's working properly. You can see that this is the mix. This is Mix 7, Aux 7 that I've got there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. Let me just show you the desktop so you can see a better picture of it. There you go. So Aux 7 is where that
That's
is.
your master send.
Yeah. Well, no. The master send's on main. So this is the main send. This is my
but as in
mic.
the master for Aux 7.
No,
I was on about when you were.
No, this is the master for going out to the speakers, but not to the not to the software.
But when you were selected Aux 7, the one right on the end was the master one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. So if I go to Aux 7, you can see the meters moving there, just a little bit on the right-hand side of that Aux 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I click that, that then brings up Aux 7 completely. So I've got the booth mic, which is muted anyway. And the good thing is that when I do that, if I move it on the desk, it corresponds with the fader on there as well, which is brilliant. That's exactly what I want. And the Aux 7 master mix is there. So if I bring that down slowly, you'll notice a decrease in volume, and then bring it back up again. Yeah?
Yeah.
So the desk mic that I'm talking through, I bring that down, and again, vice versa. You can hear that volume control change, okay?
Yeah.
And then the DAW, which I had working earlier on, comes up through that channel there. And again, if I move that on the desk, oh, not that one, sorry. If I move that on the desk, it moves on the software as well.
Oh, yeah.
Which is cool. Channel 1, I can't remember what I put in channel 1, but it's there anyway if I need it, but I've just muted it for now. And that's pretty much it. That's all I need. So I've got like 5 faders right at my fingertips, which I can control the volume of, which are these, this lot down here. Yeah? And you're coming back through the tape, and that's where you get that echo from. Okay? So where's the tape? It's not even showing, is it? That's weird. I think it's because it's right at the other end. Hang on a sec. Yeah, there we go. Look, there's the tape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? So when I put that up, you're going to get that echo back again when you talk.
Hello.
Yes or no?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So I bring it down to just about there so I can hear the stuff that I'm playing through Vmix, but you don't get the annoying echo. So that's what's creating my kind of mix minus, but a tiny bit. So it's not an entire mix minus. I could turn it right off and that'd be fine. I could still hear you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But because I'm hearing you through the master, not through the mix.
That's good.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm just so chuffed that it's finally working. And here's something I discovered earlier. Just above the mic, the desk mic.
Yeah.
You've got this setting here. You can't see my mouse moving on it, can you? No. Okay.
No.
Okay. But what it does, it brings up things like the gate. So, you know, I can change the threshold of the gate, and you can hear a load of background hiss now.
Oh yeah, that's your switch.
That's the gigabit switch underneath the desk. Yeah, so I can control the gate from here. I've got some compression on, which is nice. No doubt you have as well.
Sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Nice and clean.
And the equalizer I've got, I use this vintage EQ. State Space have created this vintage EQ. And if I turn it off, it's a lot flatter.
Yeah.
Like that, which I don't like. And it's kind of gone really, it sounds like it's muffled, but that's because you've been hearing it nice and clear. So I put it on, and what you notice is I've got just a little bit of top end, like that. And I've got high to mid frequencies on that one. And again, I normally do it at about, like, I suppose on the clock you'd call it kind of 1 o'clock, you know, between 1 and 2 o'clock on the dial. And again, low mid frequencies on there. I don't want to put that too much because it sounds a bit like a telephone. So, hello, caller. You know, that kind of thing. So
your call is important to us.
Yeah, your call is very important to us. Please hold. So if you have it right down here, it sounds awful. But I generally tend to put it about there. And then the low to mid, the bass, the low frequencies are right. And again, about 1 o'clock. If I have it too much, you're going to hear some popping and stuff like that. It sounds great. It sounds kind of radio. But because I'm not quite as close as that when I'm talking, I like to kind of back it off a bit and do that instead. Ina's here from Denmark. Hello, Ina. Good to see you. Did that just trigger on its own? That's brilliant if it did.
It did, yes.
That's cool. Okay. Sammy's...
I think Sammy popped up as well.
Yeah. Who is your guest? My guest, Sammy, is Dan Woodward. There he is.
Hooray!
Who very kindly gave me some great information on how to control what I was trying to do on Monday night, because it was a disaster. So yeah, really pleased about how it went and how I've managed to finally sort it out.
See, I still prefer analog desks, Paul.
Yeah, and you know, Sammy asked the question last week, you know, why have you got a 32-channel desk? Well, basically because eventually I want to train myself to mic up bands and to control front of house, you know, for bands and musicians and things like that. But
yeah,
if I don't start with this stuff,
well, actually, when you think about it,
yeah,
mainly now, you know, bands and PA and everything is all digital anyway. It's so less.
Yeah.
In terms of the kit and everything else like that, it's just so much easier.
Let me sit down. That's better. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I had before this desk, I had the Behringer X32, which was a great,
I love that desk.
Yeah, which was a great digital mixing desk, and I've seen that on many live performance that I went to go and see bands perform and stuff like that, and you know the technical guys were using it, and I'm thinking that's a fantastic desk, so I bought one, but again, I couldn't get my head around certain things that it was doing, so I sold it, and then invested in the Studiolive 32 SE, and I'm so pleased I have, because I'm learning every week, to be honest with you. And the good thing is that that's the sort of thing that my channel is all about. Is about, you know, learning the basics but doing it together, so I can fall over and make mistakes, and so can my viewers, you know, and hopefully they can chime in like you did, you know, with some good suggestions about how to make it work, and it does work, so it's brilliant.
All I'll say is a digital desk, a DCA group is a godsend.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I don't know if I can. Let me just bring up Universal Control again. If I go to probably groups, isn't it? Here we go. Yeah. So if I go to DCA groups on my desk, If I press DCA groups, they're all up. Okay.
Okay.
Traditional DCA group masters. Here we go. So for some reason, that's not moving, is it? All of my DCA faders are up at Unity, and I've got 16 to choose from.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's more. 24 virtual. Oh, hang on, yeah, because I've got another screen. So I've got 24 DCA groups if I need them.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So go on, tell me more about DCA groups. I know they're volume controls, aren't they? They're like a direct control amplifier. Is that what DCA stands for?
Yeah, so what I would use them for, or what in previous experiences I've used them for, is if, for example, you have a group of singers, say, for example, I don't know, you've got 7 in a row and they're all on an SM58, for example, you can assign all of those 7 to one DCA group. And if you think, oh, maybe they're backing singers, for example, and you go, oh, you're in your mix and you think, right, the backing singers could do with a bit of amplification.
Okay.
You can just then increase that DCA fader, which increases all of the 7 singers, rather than having to go to your 7 main mix faders and increase them individually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
godsend.
That's how I understand it. So when it does come to mic up, like you say, a group of singers perhaps, or
so you might want to group 2 overheads or something together.
Yeah. Sammy's on the stream. Sammy's from New Jersey, and he operates a drum kit in his basement. So he's got mics overhead. He's got mics on top and bottom of the snare, mics on the toms, mics on the bass, maybe front and back, that kind of thing. What mic does Dan use? Says Sammy.
Dan uses an AKG P 220, but bearing in mind it's got a processing unit. It's plugged into a processing unit, so
it sounds great.
It's a It's a DBX 286S.
Oh yeah. So you got outboard
mic processor.
Outboard gear that it's going through. That's amazing. When I use the booth mic, I've got
You've got your valve amp, not your.
Yeah, I've got a Behringer audiophile valve mic, a valve preamp, and it's just the warmest sound. It sounds beautiful, and I really like it. What happens as well, by the way, and I had to do some voiceovers yesterday. What I had to do once I reset the desk was to remember what mic settings I had. So I had to start from scratch because it sounded awful. I got in the booth and going, this doesn't sound like me. What have I done? So luckily I remembered where I'd placed, the EQ and stuff, which is pretty similar to the desk mic, but it's just slightly different because it's a different mic. Obviously, it's the Marshall mic that I use.
I've just seen Sammy's comment says you're an AKG guy. Yeah. I
think I've got AKG behind me for the DJ side of things.
Yeah.
So, where is it?
I mean, Sammy, I've used loads of different mics. Yeah, I've used those in lots of stage performances. They're really good.
Yeah, these are good, and the range on because it's a radio mic, so the range on it is about
absolutely.
50
range
meters.
on them is incredible.
It's amazing. So I can be wandering around the audience and not get any feedback either. It's got feedback cancellation, so I can walk in front of the speakers. It doesn't even feedback. It's brilliant. So,
so Sammy, my microphone is an AKG P220, but I actually upgraded to this mic. I had a Behringer B1 before, and if I had the money, I would probably go for a Neumann TLM 103 or a Neumann U87 probably.
It's interesting because Sammy and I were talking about the Neumanns. I couldn't remember the brand, and suddenly I remembered the brand was Neumanns, and it was the TLM. And one of the radio stations that we featured a couple of weeks back, Spirit FM, were, well, you know that anyway. They used Neumanns, so just a fantastic sound. Sammy says he's got the AKG C1000s. Nice mic.
Absolutely, yeah, they do. AKGs, they do quite a lot of good stereo pair condensers, I've found, especially for music and stuff like
that. Me too, says Sammy.
Woohoo! I don't normally sound like this. I'm just full of cold, by the way.
I think it sounds great. I think you should
Makes me sound
capitalise.
more like Late Night Love
There you
with
go.
Paul Weber.
Oh, yeah. Hi, honey. I'm home.
Actually, that sounds like the Honey Monster. I'm not going to do that again. That's my voice. Okay, so yeah, going back to this particular software, and again, I'll keep your mic live as I do it. There we go. Hang on a second. Let's put your mic back on, Dan. And yeah, so going back to this, I've gone back to the mixes and the Aux 7, which is what the stereo Aux mix is coming back to the software in, which is brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted. But I also wanted to make sure that anything I played from the computer, for instance, if I bring up a file, let's have a look here. Yes, bring up a jingle, jam jingle, and let's go with track 2. And if I play this, it might be a bit loud, but hopefully you'll hear it. Is that coming through?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay.
Across the Southwest, Cornwall's favorite love audio.
It's the
Beautiful.
Cornwall version of the Devon jingle. Sammy says he got the SM7B this year, which is a brilliant microphone for for live streaming. You know.
Yeah.
So it's a nice mic, he says, which is great.
Not used one myself, but looked at it numerous times and thought, should I buy it?
Well, it's fairly new, isn't it? It's fairly new on the market.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, very fairly new.
yeah, that's pretty cool. Said hello to Ina earlier on. Ina's from Denmark. So Ina, if you're still on the stream, do say hi. We're just kind of testing. I don't know if you saw my stream on Monday night, Ina, but I reset my entire mixing desk and it was chaos, and it was not a particularly friendly stream. But it got me thinking about how I can route the audio properly. So I managed to get some help from Dan, who's on the stream right now as my guest in that window there.
In that window there.
In that window there. And yeah, so we managed to sort it out. The SM7B is from the 70s, says Sammy. I didn't know that. I thought it was new.
So did I.
I thought it was a brand new mic. Or maybe it's based on an old 70s mic. But the SM7B, I had the impression it was from like today, 2020, because they've brought it out for streaming.
Yes,
Maybe
absolutely.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Rode have got a lot of new mics out as well, haven't they? I've
Rode
seen
have,
recently.
Yeah.
They've got the Procaster and all that out.
Yeah. I'm after the little tiny box thing that's like a lapel mic. Sammy, you'll know what it's called. Sammy, what's that?
Do you mean the Rode Wireless Go?
Yeah, the Rode Wireless Go. So yeah, so I'm setting up for that. Oh, you haven't got one?
Yes, dear.
My God.
That's what I use for my live streaming clients.
Oh wow.
Sorry, I just had to go and grab a flight case.
Yeah. Oh, it's the MV7, says Sammy.
Oh well, we were close.
Yeah. I gotta see
Oh
what was
dear.
that. No, says Sammy. What are you talking about?
There you are.
Wait. Oh, hang on. Sammy's got the OG Podcasts SM7B. Right. Oh, yeah, there you go. Rode. Yeah, brilliant. So what's that called? The Rode?
The Rode. Oh no, hang on. I had it a minute ago. No, the.
Come on. Roadcaster? Not Roadcaster. What's it called? Rode. What's it called?
Brain dead moment. No, it's gone. Hang on.
What's it
I have
called?
to look
Rode
it up
something. Obviously.
Rode Wireless Go.
There you go. Rode Wireless. I must write that down. So it's on my wish list. Maybe they'll have some Black Friday deals this coming week, perhaps.
They might do.
Yeah.
It was the best 160 quid I have ever spent.
I know, and you know, it doesn't sound an awful lot, but you know, when you've lost your job, it is an awful lot. So
Yes, true.
I'm just going to have to save for it. That's the point. And you know, it's not a necessity, but I would love it because it would help my green screen shots. So when I'm doing a distant green screen effort, and I don't want to be in front of this, then that would be that'd be a fantastic mic to have on, and it it gives a great sound as well.
Well, the good thing about the Rode Wireless Go is that you can actually, because obviously if you're doing a conference or something, having this kind of on your shirt or something is quite big. But the best thing about the Rode Wireless Go is at the top here, it's got like a little mic insert, and you can buy the Rode Lavalier Go, which is it's a normal lav mic that then plugs into this and makes your lav mic wireless.
Okay.
So you don't have to have this big chunky looking thing on your shirt all the time.
Well, you know what? I bought a cheap lavalier mic just here. I'll keep it by my side at all times. It's a really good mic, but when I plug it into the computer, it's giving me extreme noise. So I need some kind of adapter that enables me to plug that into the mixer so that I can have it as a channel. I can control the sound of it then.
Are they jacks or are they XLRs on your desk?
Mixture of both.
Oh,
Mixture.
okay.
I can have a line in. I can have, there are line in.
So
jacks.
if you've got a gold headphone jack like that,
Yep.
you could just use that.
I tried that. Doesn't give me anywhere near enough level.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to need some kind of booster, aren't I? To get that into.
Unless you put it into a preamp beforehand, but I don't know.
Yeah, I could do that, I suppose, because in fact I could try it through the spare channel of the Behringer. And that's got plenty of gain control on it anyway. So, but I don't want too much hiss. If it's going to cause hiss, then I'd rather just do away with that and have something different. But that's an idea. And look, this actually comes right apart, so it'll even have a jack on the end of the mic.
Wow.
I know, it's tiny, isn't it? But it's got this double pin jack, so it's a stereo mic.
Yeah, so it's TRS then.
Yeah, but it hasn't got a TTRS. It comes with an adapter that's got the TTRS, so you've got the two-way communication thing going on, but that's pretty fine. So yeah, it's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we've tested seconds in the corner left-hand side of the screen on the desk, and that indicates to me that it's saving it as it goes.
That's all right then.
So yeah, fingers crossed, and the wind in the right direction.
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant stuff. All right, well, I'll say cheerio. Thank you so much indeed, Dan. Hope the cold gets better soon.
So do I, so I don't sound like Barry White all the time.
Don't complain. Start doing some deep voiceovers while you get the chance.
Whilst I've got the chance.
Okay, so thanks very much indeed for watching, everybody. Don't forget you can always subscribe to the channel. That really does help, by the way. And make sure you click the bell as well, because you'll be notified then when I go live next, as you were, of course, tonight and on previous streams. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, as I say, you can always support the channel via my Patreon page as well. It's patreon.com/Love Audio Production. You'll find some details on there about the studio setup initially when it first started. Lots of pictures on there as well you can have a look at. And eventually we're going to be using that particular platform to give away stuff, and I can't tell you more than that currently, but that'll be coming in the new year. And if you want a mug or a t-shirt, get on over to my Teespring site. That's teespring.com/stores/GB/ Love Audio's merch store, I think it is. You'll find it anyway. Just do a search for I Love Audio t-shirts and you'll find it. So mugs and t-shirts are on there, very reasonably priced, and we might even do a Black Friday deal. Who knows? But thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Take care. Must remember to mute my mic. See you guys.